Hey guys, we're back with another video from the Workbench. This has proven to be a very popular series. I've gotten more comments and requests about this series than I think any other single type of content on YouTube, at least at this early in the game. What I'm going to talk about today is, I think, the most requested topic for this series so far. We are going to talk about moss ceiling fans. So you may have seen I recently tested this Moss Tropical Breeze with the unusual footprint vent bottom plate. I'm pretty sure this is actually moss. The moss fans don't generally say moss on them. They will usually say a model number and then also some factory information, but not all of them actually say moss. I'm going to start over. Hey guys, we're back at the Workbench, and Hey guys, we're back at the Workbench, and this has proven to be a very popular series of videos. I've gotten so many comments and... Hey guys, we're back at the Workbench, and this has been a very successful series of videos so far. I've gotten so many comments and suggestions, and today we're going to talk about what I believe to be the most requested topic for this series, which is moss ceiling fans. We have here a Tropical Breeze Toss? Hey guys, we're back at the Workbench. This has proven to be a very popular series of videos, and I've gotten several requests for topics and several suggestions, and I think this is the most requested topic so far. Today we're going to talk about the history of moss ceiling fans. So here we have on the Workbench what I believe to be, because it's not labeled, not all moss fans actually said moss on them, but it says TF series, which is what they used for their Tropical Breeze. TF stands for Tropical Fan, and is made by ViewFan. It has the ViewFan part number of N101C. So we're gonna go with the assumption that this is a Moss Tropical Breeze variant with the unusual footprint vents, which makes me like it even more. And we're gonna talk about moss. So before I get into my notes, because I actually have notes this time, because myself and Adam from Vintage Ceiling Fans and a few other people actually spoke to some people from the Moss company, and then myself and a few other people spoke to someone who was a competitor working with them. So I have a lot of notes here from them that you may have seen. I've published these in places before, and I may or may not publish them in the description of the video. But just a little introduction is that Moss was one of the earliest companies to popularize importing ceiling fans into the US. SMC, I think, was the first company to import ceiling fans into the US, but for the most part, fans were mostly made domestically until '81, and Moss was importing fans in the '70s still. They were the original house brand of Home Depot. Before Home Depot had Hampton Bay, they were the house brand of a lot of hardware stores and home centers like Handy Andy, Scotty's Lumber, Forest City, which I've never heard of. Menards sold them. They were just a very, very popular brand that you could find a lot of places. I remember them because I remember seeing them in the ads for Wicks Lumber, which was a local lumber yard in southern Wisconsin. And I'm pretty sure that's where my grandma, or whoever bought the Moss WF series that she had in her house. I first learned the... I feel like this is too rambly. Let's try again. Hey guys, we're back at the Workbench. Hey guys, we're back at the Workbench. This has been a very popular series of videos, and I have a very requested topic. It might be the most requested topic so far. We're going to talk about the history of moss ceiling fans. So I have a Moss Tropical Breeze that you may have seen me test recently. I've got it here on the Workbench. This one was made by ViewFan. This is the first one that I've found with footprint vents instead of either GE vents or ovals. It says TF on the top, which stood for Tropical Fan, which is what they called the Tropical Breeze series. And it's got a ViewFan part number, which is N101C. So there's our prop for the video. And we're going to go into some detail about moss and some stories. I've got some notes here on my computer just off screen, so it's going to be a little, I'm going to try to jump around and read through the notes, so it might be a little all over the place and a little scattered, as opposed to me going in order. I have some notes from talking to one of the former executives at Moss, and from Adam of Vintage Ceiling Fans, who talked to the same executive at Moss. I also have some notes from talking to the former founder and CEO of Encon, who had worked with Moss and then was also a competitor. So I'm going to be looking at my notes. So I think those of us that collect fans already know that Moss was one of the earliest import companies into the U.S. SMC was the first to import fans. Up until 1981, pretty much all ceiling fans sold in the U.S. were made in the U.S., but the exception to that, SMC had been importing fans since the 50s, mostly industrials, metal-bladed industrials. And Moss was one of the few companies that started in the 70s, along with Encon and a few others that we'll talk about in the future. And they were definitely the most popular import company from the late 70s and the early 80s. They were, when we talk about the imports coming in and just kind of crushing the American companies, Moss was kind of the spearheader of that, and we'll talk about how they affected both American companies and other import companies and the factories that they were using, because most import companies didn't have their own factories. They would go to China or Hong Kong or Taiwan and contract with a factory that already existed, either making fans or something else. A lot of their fans are collectible. A lot of people really like Caribbean Breeze, which was their first fan line, originally made in, I think, Singapore. Those are rare. And then the ones that were made in Taiwan, in China, Hong Kong were much more popular. You can see a lot of those in the Tubular Tokes videos, and you can even still buy them new old stock on eBay. So let's talk about them. So first I'm going to start with the timeline that was established on VintageCeilingFans.com after talking to one of the I think it was the CFO, the former CFO of Moss, and this is information that VintageCeilingFans.com got from him. So the company was founded in '77 by David Moss and Monroe Zalkin in order to market fans to Lindsay Lumber. And Monroe Zalkins had a screen wire company. David Moss was a sales rep at Casablanca, and we'll get to that a little bit later. In '78, they made a deal with just a new young upstart company called Home Depot to be their fan supplier. Apparently, half of Home Depot's first year promotions were Moss ceiling fans. And then that's when they hired Robert Lieberman, who was the person that Adam and I spoke to be the CFO, and Gary Gaskill from Underwriters Laboratories to be the director of engineering. So this is just a timeline that they put together. 1980, Moss was sued by Carib Fan Company, which I'm still not certain if Carib was an OEM or an importer or a relabel, and I'm going to do some more research into that because we've got the whole Carib Safer Palco thing in other videos. But we've definitely seen Carib fans. Carib sued Moss that they were infringing on their trademark with the Caribbean Breeze fans. And that's when Moss stopped marketing the Caribbean Breeze and started marketing the Tropical Breeze. And this, again, we have a Tropical Breeze fan right here. In 1982, Moss was the world's largest ceiling fan company, not just the U.S. And they diversified into Moss locks, Moss hardware, and Moss perma-piped furniture. Okay, so it appears, and I didn't know this, I'm just reading this timeline, that David Moss was bought out in 1984. But Moss manufacturing continued, and they also started the Moss Showerhead Company then. So in 1985, Moss switched their manufacturing to China and replaced Aircool. Moss sued Home Depot for trademark infringement in using Moss trademarks for Home Depot's Hampton Bay fans, which were made by Aircool. And so basically, Moss switched away from Aircool. Home Depot kept using them, kept making the same fans and marketing them as Hampton Bay. And we'll get into that a little later because this all gets kind of complicated. Home Depot settles. And then in 1986, they do the same thing with the Tropical Breeze, and et cetera, et cetera. And Home Depot settles again. And so, but by this time, Moss is dwindling and Home Depot is going up. So then in 1990, all of the Moss rights and designs and trademarks and everything were all sold to King of Fans, which, by the way, is a Fort Lauderdale company. It's not a factory. And King of Fans was one of Home Depot's suppliers, so you can kind of see how that came together. So that's the timeline from VintageCeilingFans.com. And then, oh yeah, I didn't realize he had this on here too. This is something I was going to talk about later. So after David Moss, you may remember David Moss left in 1985. And when he left, he started again and founded the Catalina Lighting Company, which, if you see Catalina fans, which I remember from, I think, the Sears catalog or the Penny's catalog, maybe, they were definitely pretty popular in the late 80s and early 90s. That was David Moss's second fan company. And then he sold that one or got bought out or something like that, because Catalina went on without him. You know what? I think I'm going to start over again. Hello, welcome back to the Workbench. We're at the Workbench again. This has proven to be a very popular series of videos, so popular that I might even clean up my workbench one day. You know, I don't like that. Hello and welcome back to the Workbench. Today we're going to talk about what has been the most requested topic so far, which is Moss fans. You see I've got a Moss Tropical Breeze here on the Workbench. It has TF on the label, which stands for Tropical Fan, which is what they used for the Tropical Breeze series, and then it has a View Fan part number that is N101C. So that's my prop for the video. So Moss has been a highly requested topic, as they were the biggest vintage fan importer, arguably. And we'll get into that a little later. They also had some very controversial points in their history. A lot of their fans are of interest to collectors, like this one. I think most collectors own or have owned a Moss fan. Again, they were very popular and very common, and a lot of them were very well-made fans. And so let's talk about them. So I've got notes here on the computer, and I'm going to go back and forth, and I might jump around a little bit. So Adam and I, Adam from VintageCeilingFans.com, had both spoken to the former CFO of Moss. And then I had also spoken to the former CEO of Encon, which worked with Moss and also was a competitor of Moss. So I've got notes from those different things. So first we're going to start out with the timeline, because Adam very kindly published a timeline on VCF. And we'll just start with that information, and then we'll go into the notes and we'll see where that takes us. So Moss was founded in 1977. By David Moss and Monroe Zalkin. David Moss at the time was a Casablanca sales rep, and we'll talk about that a little later. And Monroe Zalkin had a screen wire company. And they were... Hey guys, we're back at the Workbench, and this has got to be the most requested topic so far. Today we're going to talk about Moss fans. You see I've got a prop here on the Workbench. I've got a Moss Tropical Breeze top mount. It says TF on the label, which stands for Tropical Fan. And then there's also a View Fan part number, N101C. So that's our prop for the video. So Moss was one of the first companies to import one more try. And if I don't get this in this next try, I'm going to try again a different day. Hey guys, we're back at the Workbench, and today we're going to talk about what has been the most requested topic so far, which is Moss ceiling fans. So I have here on the Workbench, this is our prop for the video. This is a TF series, which stands for Tropical Fan. It's marketed as the Tropical Breeze, Moss Tropical Breeze, and it's got a View Fan part number of N101C. So, we're going to go into a lot of detail here. I have some notes from the former CFO of Moss. I have some notes from the former CFO of Moss, care of VintageCeilingFans.com. And then I also have some notes from some of Moss's competitors. So I'm going to be referencing my laptop, and it might be a little scattered. I'm going to go circle around and read the different things. Is that a car or a train or something going by? Some loud noise outside. I don't know if it picked up, but I said I wasn't going to do any more takes after this one, so we'll come back to this.